Alright everybody, today I'll be doing a woodwind tier list because last time I did a brass tier list, so it only makes sense that I do a woodwind tier list. Anyways, without further ado, we shall go. So first we have the clarinet. Clarinet is, well, on my personal preference, it's really nice. I like its sound. I don't really know how to describe it really, but at least in normal band, I'd rate it a B. Now, flute. Flute is probably one of the most important woodwinds, and it's, one of your higher voices on the pyramid, and it's really important. They have insanely difficult parts, and the flute is basically like the woodwind, so it's going to go S. Next, we have alto saxophone now, or alto, whatever, but really nice. Heavily oversaturated in my opinion, but if you're not one of the annoying ones, you can be a pretty good saxophone player. And saxophone's really nice, has a classic jazzy tone, but it can also have a nice classical tone too. And for that reason, I will put it above clarinet in B tier. Next up, we have tenor sax. Tenor sax is pretty good. I feel like it's pretty overridden. Not a lot of people know about it because of alto saxophone, but tenor sax is actually pretty cool, at least in my opinion, so I'm going to put it above alto in A tier. Next, baritone saxophone. I don't even need to say anything yet, you're just going at S tier. Out of all of saxophones, baritone sax has probably my favorite sound. And honestly, I'm going to put it above freaking flute because I think the baritone sax is my favorite sound out of all woodwinds. It's really nice. And it's also good to have bass that can play really fast. Like, compared to tuba, you can play faster on a baritone saxophone. So you can have super, really good bass runs. Anyway, next, bass clarinet. I don't really have a lot to say about bass clarinet, honestly. Besides that, it's just a bass clarinet. You get a C. Anyway, next we have oboe. Now, our band has never had an oboe player, I don't think ever. It's really rare to see them. I don't even think I've ever heard one in person. All I do know is that we need one, and they're important to a band. So they're going to get B. Next we have the... How did I almost forget that's the piccolo? Okay, the piccolo flute. In marching bands, they're pretty useful. Because you'll never hear a normal flute over all the brass players, but you'll always hear a piccolo because it is the highest instrument. However, I don't really like piccolo that much, unless it's like in specific circumstances, like, for example, you have, I'm trying to think of the song, but you guys know the song with this piccolo solo. It's really good. It can be really good, but from what I've seen, most of them don't know how to keep it in tune, and it really sucks because of how high it is, so you're going to get D. Next, bassoon, another S tier. I love the sound of the bassoon. It's going to be below flute, but I love bassoon. Next, soprano saxophone. Okay, now we have bass flute. Once again, never heard a bass flute in real life, but I like the idea of bass flute, so I guess it will get a C. And there you have it. That's the tier list. Later.